Mario vs. Sonic, let's go. So, Mario helped defeat Super Dimencio, who was multiversal, but he needed to weaken him with the Pure Hearts, and he also had help from 3 other people. In Mario Galaxy, Bowser was universal, which was his most powerful showing aside from Dreamy Bowser. Mario casually defeats him, but throughout the game he was amped by the Lumas and Rosalina. This same Bowser took the force of a supernova to the face upon its initial impact anyway, but he was saved by Rosalina. Mario's best speed feat is in Mario Galaxy when he uses the Lumas to travel across the galaxy, so that puts him at MFTL levels of speed. So Mario is around universal at his best with massively faster than light speed feats. Mario's best base form without any kind of outliers or handicaps was in Mario and Luigi Dream Team when he and Luigi defeated Dreamy Bowser. Dreamy Bowser was universal, and it's debatable if he really was multiversal or not. I really wasn't able to find any proof to suggest that he was multiversal, so I'm just gonna leave him at universal. Mario's super forms were difficult to find any feats for, but since his base form powered up by the Lumas, which was his strongest version by the way, I assume he gets slightly more powerful, at least as far as attack potency and speed goes. His best destructive capability / strength feats lie in the fact that he scales similarly to Bowser. He can regularly pick up Bowser and throw him around. His best durability feat was when he survived the universe reset, but he was saved by the Lumas and Mommy Rosalina, so that feat is kind of an outlier. But I'll give it to him anyway for the sake of the argument, and because he scales similarly to Bowser. If you want more proof that Mario's durability is around universal, well, he was taking hits from Dreamy Bowser, who, like I said earlier, was universal in power. So in conclusion for the Mario section, I have him clocking at massively faster than light speeds and universal at his best when it comes to raw feats and durability. His Superstar form, Tanuki form, Giga Cat Bell, and whatever else from there that I didn't mention are all amplifiers to his base form, but only the Giga Cat and Superstar actually grant him extra abilities like enhanced speed with the star or stronger attack potency like with the Giga Cat Bell, and technically with the star as well. So Sonic's best non-super form feats were when he defeated Mecha Sonic, who was described by the wiki as a 2C level being, which just means low multiversal. When he defeated the Eraser Jin in Sonic and the Secret Rings, a being described as low multiversal after he had absorbed most of the Arabian Nights, which was just a separate infinite universe. Sonic also defeated Infinite in his base form with the help of the protagonist, but it's still impressive since Infinite was a reality warper who could summon whole entire armies that consisted of universal level enemies like Metal Sonic and Shadow. This version of Sonic did this after he was in prison for about 6 months. However, Infinite himself was low multiversal level. This was still impressive because for context, Infinite was using an incomplete ruby, which Eggman claimed was more powerful than anything he had ever created in his life, and that includes multiversal level threats like the Egg Salamander and the Egg Wizard. In the same game, Sonic also destroyed the Death Egg robot, which was being amped up by the complete version of the Phantom Ruby. Sonic's speed feats need no introduction. He once outran a black hole that was powered up by Hyper Gohan energy while in a fatigue state. He was so fast that he escaped null space, which was described by Eggman as a void where nothing exists. In Sonic Generations, Sonic was so fast that he was able to restore space and time, and that was just in his base form, I might add. In Sonic's super form, he defeated the Time Eater, which was a complex multiversal being, which just means that it's a being that exists beyond the typical 3-dimensional plane. He beat Solaris, who existed in the past, present, and future all at the exact same time. This was impressive because Solaris is a high 1C level threat, meaning that he is high multiversal in power. He ate whole entire universes for breakfast. Sonic did need the help from Silver and Shadow, but it's still an impressive feat. Also keep in mind that this was in Sonic 06 and Sonic is described to get stronger as he ages. If you want more recent super feats of Super Sonic, a few years ago in Sonic Frontiers, probably the best Sonic game I might add, Sonic beat the Titans. These towering gods were so strong that when he was in his base form, he got launched miles across the landscape by them, like was the case with Giganto. Sonic also defeated the End, which was described as, quote, the orchestrator and arbiter of order, end quote. He did need help from Sage, but it's still an impressive feat because the end destroyed entire civilizations in multiple dimensions in the blink of an eye. So in conclusion, I have Sonic at multiversal at the least in his base form with immeasurable speed feats. So who do I think would win this fight? Well, I find that Sonic in his base form can pretty much do anything Mario can do, but with less help and while handicapped in some cases, like with Infinite. Mario has dealt with universal threats and reality warpers like Super Dimencio, but Sonic has faced stronger catastrophes like the End and Solaris. Sonic also dealt with reality warpers like the Eraser Jin and Infinite, both of which I think scale higher than Dreamy Bowser and Super Dimencio. Mario at his best being MFTL is impressive, but Sonic is actually faster than anything. He honestly gives the Flash and Wally West a run for their money. See what I did there? Anyway, I think Sonic in his base form is enough to one-shot and blitz Mario. I didn't even mention Cybersonic or Supersonic Level 2 or even Hypersonic because 1. I've never played Final Horizons, so I don't think I'd be the right person to talk about them, and 2. I never actually owned Sonic 3 and Knuckles when I was a kid. I did have a Sega Genesis, but it was my first console, but I only had the first and second Sonic games. If you want to hear from a better power scaler, I recommend y'all check out Thai Records or the Gaming Rift. Their channels are better of quality than mine, and I really enjoyed seeing their debunking videos. They were what influenced me to make this video in the first place. So if it wasn't for them, this video probably wouldn't even be happening. Alright y'all, these were just my opinions and you know I could be wrong. I know I didn't bring up any of Mario's power-ups, but I don't think that they'll help Mario all that much. If Sonic would even give Mario the opportunity to even use them in the first place anyway. I hope I didn't misinterpret Mario, and if you think I did, please be sure to constructively let me know down in the comments. I do read them after all. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video, and as usual, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Peace.
Oh my god, Bob King, I brought like 50 thick Latinas.